Writing is often sold like a lifestyle brand. Slow mornings, perfect notebooks, a candle doing emotional support in the corner. But most good writing actually happens in stolen time. In the 10 minutes before your kid wakes up. In the weird gap between emails. In the car, voice noting something that might be brilliant or might be nonsense. The point is, success as a writer is less about having time and more about noticing that time is already leaking out of your day and catching it in a cup. Here's the shift. Stop thinking like a writer with a project and start thinking like a collector of sentences. Your job is not to sit down and write something great. Your job is to grab fragments, a line, a rhythm, a strange observation, the way someone said, okay, like it had a period at the end of it. These are small, cheap, and easy to carry. And later, when you have 20 of them, you realize you've accidentally built a paragraph. That's the trick. Lower the cost of starting. The second thing is to remove the ceremony. Writing does not need a pregame ritual. You do not need the right playlist, the right lighting, or a personality that says, I am now entering my creative mode. You need frictionless entry. Open the doc. Type one sentence. That's it. If it's bad, good. Bad writing is fast writing, and fast writing gets you to the useful stuff quicker. The people who improve are not the most inspired. They're the least precious. Time saving, oddly, comes from constraints. Give yourself a small container. 15 minutes, 200 words, one idea. When the container is small, your brain stops wandering off to redecorate the entire house and just cleans one room. Most writing problems are actually scope problems wearing disguises. You don't need more time. You need a smaller target. Editing is where you become dangerous. But don't edit while you're drafting. That's like trying to drive and rebuild the engine at the same time. Draft quickly, then come back later with a knife. Cut anything that feels like you explaining the joke. Cut anything that sounds like you trying to impress someone you don't even like. Keep the parts that feel a little alive, even if they're imperfect, especially if they're imperfect. Finally, consistency beats intensity. One honest paragraph a day will outrun a heroic weekend every time. You're not building a masterpiece. You're building a habit that occasionally produces one. So the goal isn't to become a writer with more time. It's to become someone who can write in the time that already exists and leave behind something real before the day closes. Thanks for listening. Catch The Quiet Quotient on YouTube and all major podcast platforms. To help us grow and keep supporting creators, please like, follow, and subscribe. Want to get in touch? Connect with me directly at jimhansonmedia.com.